Welcome back in the Gators Talk, guys. I am your host, Millionaire Trader Alex Jenkins, guys. We're back for another one, guys. We got a real spicy one here today. We gonna have to get this thing rolling, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that y'all here with me. You hear me? But we got a lot to get to here, guys. And that's the transfer portal. We got a lot of things to talk about, guys. So we just gonna get right into it, man. We lost out on Jake Garnera, the kid out of Ponte Vedra, the interior offensive lineman. We lost out to him. Michigan came down here and swooped in and got a kid right out our backyard. Right out our backyard, guys. NC State, Penn State, Rutgers was in the running for him as well. But he's right out our backyard, guys. 3-star athlete. He didn't. We didn't get the job done. He's going up north. Can we still, call him and see what's going on with him? I don't know if the kid shut down his recruitment yet. We know he just committed, so it's fresh, it's new, he's hyped, he's happy, he's excited, he's hyped up, So guys, we lose. It's a battle that we lost, but it's still quite early in the recruiting season, guys. So there's nothing to be down on and anything like that. But that was a battle that we lost for a kid that we should keep in state. So those battles, and also we got to battle the guys that's down here in our state. The FSU's, Miami, UCF. We gotta fight for our kids down here, and not alone to keep those schools out of our state. We got a lot going on, guys. Transfer portal has closed. The portal window is closed. So who's in the portal? They're there. They are there until somebody accept them or send them an offer, and they accept. So guys, we already know that the portal's closed. So I've been taking a dab and I've been looking in the portal. I don't see any quarterbacks in the portal that's worth sending the offer out, because they're not going to be able to compete with Jack Miller and Graham Mertz and really beat those guys out. There's nobody in the portal worth that or to that magnitude. I'm not gonna say worth that. Those kids are working very hard and trying to get better, and trying to find where they need to be at and try to land on their feet. So power to those kids. I hope they get picked up by somebody, man. But nobody in the portal that's to the magnitude of even Graham Mertz. So right now, all the top prospects are all, as far as quarterbacks, they're off the market. So Graham Mertz and Miller, we are stuck with those guys. So we're hoping that these guys work hard this summer, get in that playbook real good. Jack Miller says he's got pretty good with that playbook, but I'm gonna leave that for another subject. I do want to talk about those guys at another time period, but we're stuck with those guys. So no QBs in the portal worth bringing into Florida and competing. So what's going on with the portal though, man? We have no commitments coming from the portal. We put offers out. Justin Simmons, he committed elsewhere. If I'm not mistaken, I think he went to Ohio State. Guys, we're getting our behind kicked when it comes to this offensive line. Like I said before, we lost 5 offensive linemen coming out at the end of the year and brought in 3. One's injured, which is Michael Mazuka, and we got 2 ready to go. I'm kind of shaky about Damian George Jr., but I hope the kid get better. But I just don't think, his feet is there. I think if he lose some weight and really get some agility training, I think that would help him. Just being more of an athlete. But Kiana Goodwins is a solid prospect, but we need more linemen. We've been getting our behind kicked, man, and we need guys up front. We got a great stable of running backs. We need guys to block for those guys. The kids that's on campus, I'm pretty sure they're working very hard. They're working their tail off right now, and going to be working their tail off this summer and going into a fall camp. I know they are. We're not talking down on this shit. We need to upgrade these positions. And there are people in the portal. So what's going on with Billy Napier in the Army, man? Rob Sale, Darnell Stapleton, they taking hits on the chin, man. They've been taking some hits. We've been getting our behind kicked. So those guys got to get an overdrive. Whatever their message is, they got to drive this stuff home, man. Also, Sean Spencer, he got to get busy as well. He got to get busy as well. We need some top tier defensive linemen in order to compete in this league. We got to win in the trenches on both sides of the ball. So we're relying on Sean Spencer and Mike Peterson to bring that pressure, man. Bring that pressure. Billy G just getting back here, so he got to reestablish himself, but he got to hit the ground running too. He came late to the show. He put been here since last year, but we lost Colbert at the end of the year, so that's nothing we can do about that. But he got to get in here and get busy as well. I'm pretty sure Billy G gonna get in here and work hard and try to get things moving. I'm pretty sure all these guys are working hard, but we need to find the little crevice or that gray area where we can get in at and start closing some of our kids out, man. Somehow we got to get to these high school coaches and, hey, man, have some pride. Have some pride in Florida. Have some pride in where you stay at, man. Go to your home schools, man. But y'all got to give them something to come to, man. Guys on offense, they want wide receivers. They want a dynamic offense where they're gonna receive the ball. But that goes for the tight ends as well. The running backs, they like they like their carries as well. You got to be able to, put that, spread that wealth out a little bit, man. Got to spread that wealth where everybody get a chance to eat and we have a high octane offense. If we have a high octane offense, both sides of the ball, both parts of the ball, the run game and the pass game, they're sharing the wealth. We got to get better at that. Like I was saying, to come out of spring, we need a dynamic passing attack. Our route concepts need to get a little bit better. It's a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But the Army, these guys need to go to work. So that's some more personnel that I think that need to be more dynamic, more detailed, of course. But be creative still. I know they working their behinds off. I'm not down on them, but they gotta figure this thing out. They're gonna have to compete with the top programs in the country in order to make our program the top program in the country. They're gonna have to beat some of these people out. So Katie Turner, Jacob LaFrance, and Chase Clark, these guys. Well, you guys, if you're listening, man, I know you guys are working. I know it, but you got to be more dynamic and more creative. That's something there. That's something there. You've been doing well now. Don't get it twisted. You've been doing well. But there's something else we're missing. It's just one more ingredient that, like, you taste it, like, that's good. That's good, but it's missing something. That's going to make it great. And when they hit your mouth, it's going to be a great taste, and you want some more. That's what kind of feeling that you got to get these kids. Like I can't wait to go back to Florida. Matter of fact, I'm going to Florida. That's the feeling you got to give them. But let's get into this transfer portal. Let's see what players we have available. Now I've done a little homework, guys, and I've looked at offensive linemen, defensive linemen, some wide receivers, a few linebackers, and a few cornerback, a few safeties. So I know we don't need a plethora of players out of the portal. So I just got a strong list of players that's pretty solid. I mean, it's only a few A players on that list, and there's several of them are wide receivers, but rest of them are gonna be like B players, a few B pluses, and maybe B minus type players. But those are solid players. Those every guy that we're looking at is in the range of A minus or A player to a B minus, as far as grades go. So we're gonna go check out this list, guys, and let's go over this list and see who we got to give, Let's go fight, man. The Gators need to go out and fight for some of these kids. So let's go look at these kids and see who we got here. Starting out, Miles Murario. I hope I didn't butcher his name. But he's a red shirt sophomore, 6'2", 312 pounds, out of Mater Dei. 4-star coming out of high school. Currently a 3-star, according to On3. Transferring out of Washington. He's an interior offensive lineman. We should be looking at these kids. Nashad Strother, red shirt junior, so he have 2 years left of eligibility. 6'3", 309, out of North Carolina. Currently, was enrolled at Eastern Carolina University. he's an 87. He's clearly, when they're 87, that's a B plus or a B. They're a B student. Those are B grades right there. Those two prospects are B grades. All right, we got more B grades with Hunter Dio, but he was a 4-star athlete coming out of high school. Redshirt freshman, 6'2", 265. He can be developed. Still, he's the developmental player, but those two guys above him, they're ready to play. Also, we got Cullen Montgomery, redshirt sophomore, 6'5", 315 pounds. He's a B player. Coming out of Oklahoma, great program, offensive tackle. And those two other prospects were interior offensive line guys. So these are solid players now. Here we got down here, we're down to like a B minus here with DeAndre Buford and David Wallabog. These two guys are 3-star athletes. They both coming out of Kentucky. They're both rated at 85. One's coming from Ohio, one's from Detroit. Buford was a 4-star athlete coming out of high school. David Wallabog was a 3-star athlete coming out of high school. These are still solid players. DeAndre Buford is a redshirt junior, so he's ready to play right now. David Wallabog, maybe he still got a few years of eligibility left, but he's still 3 years in the program right now. He's ready to play right now. These kids are looking for opportunities to play. We have positions available for competition. Final position, Cole Young, redshirt junior. He's 6'6", 305, out of Bellevue, Washington, 3-star athlete. He will be considered a C plus. Well, he really is like a C grade guy. So that's the lowest we go there. I mean, all else fail, you just bring him in, give him a chance to compete. If you don't win the position, you keep him in rotation until he get better. But that's the offensive lineman, guys. And we're going to go over to the wide receivers. Now, guys, we lost Xavier Henderson to the portal. So that we need to fill that spot. And we got some high-grade players here. These are A-grade players right here coming out the top. Zakaria Franklin, 6'1", 180. He's a senior. He's 1 year. He's ready to make his play. He's ready to go to the NFL, guys. He's out of Cedar Hill, Texas. It's a Texas kid, so y'all know he's coming from a football state. He was a 3-star athlete coming out of high school, but he has got better. He's a 92 rating. He's ready to play. We should be fighting him. He's coming out of University of Texas in San Antonio. We should be recruiting this kid very hard. So with Keon Coleman and Caleb Brown. These are top prospects that we should be trying to get on this roster right now. Keon Coleman is a junior. He had this season and another season left. He have 2 years left this year and next year. He's out of there. These kids are ready to go to the NFL. They're looking for opportunity to make big plays and score touchdowns. But he's 6'5". I get that correct. Yeah, he's 6'4", 216 pounds. Highly rated. He's a 4-star coming out of high school. Still a 4-star athlete right now. Caleb Brown, sophomore. He's 5'10 and a half, 196 pounds. Coming from Chicago, Illinois. 4-star athlete coming out of high school. Still rated a 4-star athlete. Haven't hit the field. Y'all know how Ohio State is. That stacked that receiver. So these kids are looking for playing time and opportunities. Cody Epps, he's a solid player. He's a B grade. Rated at 88, 3-star athlete, 3-star coming out, 3-star still. Redshirt sophomore, 5'11", 170, shifty player coming from the great modern day in California. That's a high-power program out there in Cali. So yeah, this kid is one of those kids. He's a blue chipper. All those guys I just named, those are blue chip athletes, guys. We should be recruiting them. At least landing one of those guys. We don't need a lot of them. We just need to land at least one, possibly two. If they're good, they have the talent, and you feel that they're better than the guys that you have currently on your roster, or that can compete with the guys at the top of your roster. Bring them in. Also, we got Milton Wright, our senior. He's definitely in his final year. He's ready to make a splash. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a B grade athlete coming out of Louisville, Kentucky. Currently leaving Purdue. More than likely, he's looking for an offense he can really get into and really flourish in. Pretty much all these kids for real. But Michael Pittman is a redshirt senior. Final year, he want to come out and ball out and try to give his shot to the league. All these kids want a shot right now to make it to that next level. We should give them the opportunity to come in and compete and give them that fighting chance. We got a kid out of our hometown, out of our city, where our campus is, out of Gainesville, Buhokes, 5'11", 178, former 4-star athlete. He's still here in Florida. He's leaving Central Florida. Come on, join the Florida Gators, Quan Lee. So, guys, those are the solid. We got a solid wide receiver core. We got plenty to pick from, guys. Like, really. So, let's go check out this defensive line group, guys. We got one of the, this was a former 5-star prospect. This is a blue chip athlete. Savelle Smalls out of Washington, out of Berrien, Washington. Kennedy Catholic, we already know that as a private school, most of the time they're powerhouse programs. So this is a top-tier athlete. Bring him in down here in Florida. Let him compete with these great athletes down here in the South. I'm pretty sure he will love to do so. Come join the SEC, kid. But we got Joshua Farmer, redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 250. Both of these guys are about the same size, too. Savelle Smalls is 6'2", 250. He's a junior. So he's ready to go, man. These kids are ready to make it to the NFL. They're ready to try to make an impact. Come on down to Florida, kid. But we got Taylor Upshaw. He's a redshirt senior as well. He's 6'4", 262 pounds. These guys, these kids got experience in the college and experience on the field. So let's get them down here to the SEC and have them compete with these guys and get this competition level. Let's raise this competition bar, guys. We're trying to raise the competition bar. We got Alonzo Ford. He's a junior, 6'3", 290 pounds, out of Richmond, Virginia. He's a B grade out of Old Dominion, but he's coming from a smaller school. So he did his thing. He did what he needed to do at a small school level. He want to take his talents elsewhere and give it a shot. Florida could take a look at him and see if he got the good. See if he got the goods. If he has the goods, bring him on in. Just a kid to look at. Not saying bring everybody in, guys, but just these are kids you can look at. KJ Mills, redshirt freshman, 6'4", 288 pounds, edge player, rated at 86, 3-star athlete coming out of high school. He still have some upside there. So can we get it out of him? He went to Georgia Tech. Let's see what he can do. That's a pretty big kid as well. Akilo Stone, redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 252 pounds. Went to Jenkins High Schools out of Savannah, Georgia. He's also a B athlete coming out of Georgia Tech. Those Georgia Tech kids are getting the heck out of there. I don't know what's going on over there, but they're trying to see what opportunities are at. Everybody's looking for opportunities right now. We got Earl Backward, transferring out of USC. He's a redshirt senior. This is his final year. He's a C plus student, or a C plus grade. He's trying to make a splash. I don't know why he should have stayed right there where he was at, but probably got beat out and was looking for some playing time. So he's going to take a step down. I don't think Florida Gators might get him, but if he wanted to come in and compete, hey, we got a top flight athletes. You're going to have to really work hard to get in on this field, especially as a senior. And I'm pretty sure our defensive line is pretty top flight, versus USC. But USC is top of their conference over there in the Pac-12. Thomas Davis, redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 252 pounds, coming out of Valdosta, Georgia, coming from the Hurricanes, edge player. It's the last guy on my list, guys, and we'll go over to the safeties. We need a veteran safety to come on in and really could push these guys and show them the way. And that's our guy, Travis J. He's a redshirt junior, 6'1", 185 pounds, out of Madison, Florida. Transferred from Florida State, former 4-star athlete coming out of high school. He still got some upside. I'm not sure what Mike Norvell had going on over there, but they just came off a winning season. He's looking for another opportunity, hoping that we can take a look at him. He's a veteran player, experienced kid with playing time. Also Avante Dickerson as well, but he already have two suitors, which is Minnesota and Wisconsin. He's a redshirt sophomore, former 4-star athlete, 6 foot, 170 pounds, out of Omaha, Nebraska. Guys, and I know not to go over Jamarian Burt. He's a redshirt freshman, he's 6 foot, 178, out of Ocala. Right around the corner from Gainesville, guys. We should be going to get this kid. But, I'm not sure we want a younger guy at the safety position unless he has elite talent. He's a former 4-star, 3-star athlete, so I'm not quite sure. But that's a guy we can look at if we want to add depth to the roster. And he want to get closer back to home. That's right around the corner. That's Ocala from Gainesville, couldn't be no more than an hour. Okay, we got the final safety is Damani Dent. Went to Terry Parker High School in Jacksonville, Florida. 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. He's a sophomore. 2 years in the program up there in Michigan. He's ready to come back down home to Florida. Come on down to Florida, kid. Just come on back home. But that's another safety prospect, and we're going to take a look at these top flight linebackers. So Prince Coley, he is a 89 rating, so he's right there at the A and B plus right there. So this is a very good player. He is a junior, 6'1", 210 pounds. Just gets a big kid. He's a former 4-star athlete. He's coming out of Notre Dame. So he's coming from a great program over there in Notre Dame. So this kid know how to go in and go to work. He don't know how to get that work pail and go to work. And there's tools. He got the tools to do it. Gabe Stevens, red shirt, sophomore, 6'4", 225 pound monster from Mount Holly, North Carolina. Former 4-star athlete. Currently 86. Still a B plus to B area. Still a solid player. Same with Brandon Jennings. He's a senior. He's 6'3", 225 pounds. Out of Sandalwood, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida kid. That's another Jacksonville kid, guys. We've been losing those kids. Come on, bring them back to Florida and show them what home is. And that's down in Gainesville. We got Steven Dix Jr. Out of Orlando, Florida. Went to Dr. Phillip. He's a red shirt junior, 6'2", 210 pound big kid. He's more of a B minus student, B minus grade. So we got a pretty solid transfer portal players right there. There's a lot of good athletes that's still available that's in the portal that I think we can land a few of these kids and we can increase and improve our roster. But those names I rattled off earlier, they got to get busy, man. They got to get busy. You know what I'm saying? These guys got to get busy. We need commitments. They need to feel good coming down to Florida. They feel good coming to Florida, but they got to feel amazing. I can't wait till I go back to Florida next visit. I want to try that other thing out. They gotta have that, man. Or just the program itself within that building. Gotta create something within the scheme and the schematics, the way they deliver their message. Something gotta give. Something gotta give, man. But that's my little rant about these situations. That's what I think about the transfer portal and the portal players that we have available. And I think Billy Napier and his army got a lot of work on their hands. Their hands are definitely full, but hey, he brought in a lot of people. Somebody gotta start producing. Now we got a few guys producing right now. The 2024 class is looking pretty solid still. I'm happy and excited about what they've been doing with the high school recruiting class, but we gotta get better in the trenches. And those are guys out that I talked about before. But I'm not gonna reset and redo this again. So guys, make sure y'all check me out, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Right now, I'm sitting at 100 subscribers, maybe a 102. Guys, help me out, man. I'm on here giving y'all my all, baby. But are we finna get ready to get out here, guys? Y'all get ready to rock out with me, man. Stick with me to the end, y'all. Stick with me to the end. We finna rock out. Let's go. It's all about the orange and blue.